Welcome to 2021's Tales and Tales Summer Reading Adventure. I'm Catherine and I'm so excited to share author and illustrator Ed Emberley's Way to Draw Animals with you today. This is the second part of our 8-part video series on how to draw animals. Today we'll learn how to draw a mouse, a fish, a bird, and a rooster. When I was a child, I learned how to draw animals using Ed Emberley's book, and I've had this book for a long time. Now, the High Plains Library District has newer copies of this very book, in addition to some other books on how to draw things by Ed Emberley, and they are available for checkout. So we hope you'll check them out and bring them home. Now, to draw all of the animals in this video series, you'll just need to know how to draw a few simple shapes, letters, numbers, and things. Remember from our first video, to draw the animals, you'll just need to know how to make these simple shapes, numbers, letters, and things. All right, grab your paper and some crayons or colored pencils, and let's get started. Let's learn how to draw a mouse. First, you'll need to be able to draw the letter D, a triangle, the letter S, some circles, lines, and a small dot. We'll start with the body of the mouse. So I'm using brown for the body, and I draw the letter D, and then I'm coloring it in. Next, I'll rotate my page, and I'm going to add a triangle and draw that in color that in as well. So it looks sort of like an ice cream cone. Next, I'll add the tail of the mouse by drawing the letter S and attaching it to the letter D. I rotate my page, and now I'm ready to draw the mouse's ears by doing 2 circles and coloring them in. Let's give the mouse some feet by adding 4 small lines, 2 at the front and 2 at the back of the mouse. Next, I'll use my black crayon and I'll give the mouse an eye by making a small black dot near its ears. Then, just because it's easier for me, I'm rotating the paper sideways and adding 3 short black lines for the whiskers on one side and 3 on the other. Let's make a fish. To make the fish, you'll need to make these letters and shapes. The letter D, triangles, the letter W, a circle, large and small dots, a line, and some curved lines. We'll start with the head of the fish by making the letter D, and then before coloring it in, you'll also put in a circle towards the top of the D, and then color around it until the rest of the D is filled. Again, you can use any color you'd like for this. We've chosen to use red today. Then you'll rotate your paper and you'll draw a triangle below the letter D and fill it in. Again, it will look sort of like an ice cream cone. Now you're ready to make the fish's tail. For that, you'll make a triangle and color it in. Now your fish is ready for some fins. To make the fins, you'll make 2 letter W's, one at the bottom of the fish. There's 1 W. Then rotate your fish and make one at the top of the fish. Now we'll use our black crayon and we'll give the fish an eye by making a large dot inside the white circle. Let's place another small dot near the eye and a short black line for the fish's mouth. Now let's give the fish some scales by making the curved lines or U shapes on its body. You can use 6 or 7 or 8, however many you need. To show that the fish is underwater, you can grab a blue crayon and draw some circles, as if the fish has some bubbles in the water. Let's make a bird. To make the bird, you'll need to be able to make the letter D, a triangle, a larger circle with a smaller circle inside, some straight lines, a large dot, some bird tracks, and the number 3. First, you'll take whatever color you'd like to use for the bird, and you'll make the letter D. We're going to use our blue crayon, and then you'll color it in. This will be the body of the bird. Now you'll add a tail by adding a triangle to the body of the bird. Just like that. So there's the body and there's the tail. Now we're ready to add the head. So you'll draw a circle and a smaller circle inside of that one, and you'll just color around the outer circle, leaving the smaller circle in the middle blank. Let's give the bird a beak. So I've got a brown crayon for that, and we'll do a skinnier triangle extending from its head, and color that in. Now I'll use my black crayon and give the bird some legs with 1, 2 straight lines, and we'll take a third black line and we'll put it down the center, or almost the center, of the bird's beak. Now we'll add a large black dot inside that white circle for the bird's eye. It sort of looks like the bird is looking behind itself. And we're going to add those bird track feet by making a V with a small line in the middle. And here goes another bird track V with a small line in the middle. Last but not least, we need to let this bird fly. So we're going to do a backwards number 3 for its wing. Great job! Let's make a rooster. To make a rooster, you'll need to make the letter D, some different size triangles, the letter U, the letter W, some curved lines, a black dot, some other straight lines, the number 3, and some bird tracks. We'll start with the body of the rooster. To do this, you'll make the letter D, and you'll color it in. So here we have the body of the rooster, and now we'll pick another color and we'll make its neck by drawing a skinnier triangle and coloring it in. Now I'm choosing my red crayon and I'm going to make the rooster's beak by doing 2 small triangles, or really the letter M, and coloring in each triangle, or the 2 parts of the letter M. And now the rooster has a beak. I'll make 2 other triangles at the bottom of the rooster's body and color those in. These are going to be the rooster's thighs. I'll take my red crayon because now we're ready to make the rooster's comb. We're going to draw a U shape on top of its head, and then we're going to make the letter W sit just inside of the U shape. And then we'll color it in, and the rooster has its comb. Next, we'll give the rooster a big tail by making 3 different large curved lines, 1, 2, 3, with our red crayon. And now I'll get my black crayon and we'll give the rooster an eye, just with a small dot. We'll give the rooster its wing by making a backwards number 3. And we'll give the rooster some legs with 2 straight lines. There's 1 and 2. And lastly, we will give the rooster its feet by adding those bird tracks. By making the V with that small line inside And now the rooster is good to go. Cock-a-doodle-doo! I hope you had fun today drawing a mouse, a fish, a bird, and a rooster. Thank you, Ed Emberly, for teaching us how to draw animals. We'll see you next time for part 3 of this video series. Bye!